This is a judgment-free and safe space. The conversations are not to shame the participants on social media, but to raise awareness on the situations and some of the ramifications of technology. This program includes sensitive topics, inappropriate content, and words that might not be censored out. Viewer discretion is advised. So let's get started. Clout is destroying the minds of our children, and we must be intentional. Our children are watching this content and it's perpetuating the behavior for the content creator. I'm here to explain why it's important to have intentional conversations with your children. Children are getting hurt, and these app developers are profiting off of that. I was on a little break due to my workload, and it's been 5 long months since my last episode in April. Man, oh man, has a lot of things changed, and it's not for the better. So to prepare for this episode, I just did a recent search on Google and I found the following headlines. This is the most recent challenges of TikTok. Oh boy. So the first headline is TikTok's appalling Holocaust challenge signals Facebook style problems ahead. Now, there's kids that are copying this Holocaust challenge. I just want to show you a clip of what's publicly posted on the internet, and again, viewer discretion is advised. We have kids that are copying this Holocaust challenge because they see other people doing it and they don't even recognize how problematic this challenge is. And then you have the other side, the extremists, that have just taken this to a whole nother level. On August 13, 2020, the ADL posted a statement about extremists that are using different techniques to exploit TikTok. These extremists have looked to teens to influence their mission with saving the white race. From hate videos to memes, they're all posted on TikTok in violation of their terms of service. There was one meme that really caught my attention, and it was based on the game Rock, Paper, Scissors. The hashtag that they use is paper beats rock. Now, okay, most of you are familiar with how rock, paper, scissors is played. Well, in this particular meme, they're using the paper and they're using a Hitler salute with a white hand over a black fist. Now, we say that racism doesn't exist and that it happened a long time ago, but here we are, and children are perpetuating these narratives on social media. The next headline talks about the Benadryl challenge on TikTok and how experts say it's dangerous. You think? Well, you have kids that are taking Benadryl to have the hallucination side effects. You have children posting all on TikTok. Oh, it worked for me. It didn't work. How many did you take? It's very problematic to be on their platform. There was actually a young teen that died participating in a Benadryl challenge. And I just want to be very clear. Parents, please don't make assumptions that it won't be your child, because the parents that are now grieving because their child is gone did not believe it was their child either. The parents are advocating now for parents to be intentional and to check the cell phones. And, this issue became so viral and so problematic that Johnson & Johnson actually had to issue a statement. Their statement reads that the Benadryl TikTok trend is extremely concerning and dangerous and should be stopped immediately. As with any medicine, abuse or misuse can lead to serious side effects with potentially long-lasting consequences. And Benadryl products should only be used as directed by the label. It is our strong recommendation that all medications be kept out of the reach of children at all times. So, parents, I'm looking at you on this one. So please be intentional and ask questions, because your kids are getting involved and they're seeing the most craziest things on social media, and they actually believe this stuff. They actually believe that they can get high off of Benadryl, and they're taking several amounts of Benadryl as something cool to do. That just lets you know that you probably should be having some activities for your children to do so they're not caught up in this social media world that they think is real, because it's not. So the next headline, the electrical tape challenge. So your children are dancing to the music and they're flashing their audience with having electrical tape that's covering their nipples. Yeah, this is what's really happening in 2020. So, with that being said, parents, if your kids are just randomly playing with electrical tape, have you asked questions on why they needed electrical tape and what they're doing? You really need to check the cell phones, because just how kids are addicted to TikTok, so are predators. The next challenge is the WAP challenge. Thanks, Cardi. I'm not in an emotional headspace to even get to that, because the sexualization of children just kills me, especially with our young queens. But parents, it's not cute for your child to be dancing to this type of music. It is not entertaining. It's none of that. Please stop. And please stop encouraging your children to do it. And let's normalize allowing our children to listen to things that's appropriate for their age. Because 6 year olds and 7 and 8 year olds singing about WAP on TikTok is not appropriate. And like I said, kids are addicted to TikTok, and so are predators. The challenge that really sealed the deal for me was the new teacher challenge. So, as a parent, you pretend to have a teleconference with your child's new teacher. Then you invite the child over for an online meet and greet because COVID. But instead of meeting the actual teacher, the child is confronted with a scary or goofy image. I have that in quotes for a reason. The purpose is to record your child's reaction and then share it on your social media for your friends. The viral challenge got most of its attention because parents thought it was appropriate to use real people who have disabilities as the goofy or scary image. And you wonder why bullying is rampant in our society and classrooms. I just don't understand why certain things go viral and incentivize on these platforms, but here we are. So, the purpose of this series is to bridge awareness of what's happening online and understand the ramifications of the increased use of social media. This problem is escalating. And that's due to the fact that there has been an increased screen time usage since COVID-19. Parents, I'm looking at you because some of you have allowed your children to be full-time TikTokers since March.